Hey guys, it's me, Leslie, and I guess I'm welcoming myself back to this channel. It has been like, I don't know, 4 months since I've uploaded a video. I mean, probably since July, so however many months that is from July to November. That's a lot of months. And truth be told, over the summer, it just got really hard for me to film with my kids home. They're just loud, they're all over the place, they need a lot of supervision, and I only use like natural light, so I could only film during the day, and it just became too hectic, and then I felt like I was behind, so I was just like, peace out, see you later, YouTube. And here I am. Now, my kids went back to school at the end of August, so I could have been making videos since August. But after I kind of took a step back from making some videos, I kind of stopped reading. I'm sure there's some direct correlation between feeling like you need to make videos, so you need to keep reading books. I mean, for a booktube channel, that is. And I just kind of was burnt out a little bit, I think. I don't know if it's just because, here's the thing about me, folks. I am extremely fickle. I like doing something a lot for a short amount of time, and then I just fade away. It is, you know, for the most part, I think of it as a personality flaw, but I'm trying to embrace it so that I don't, it's not like feeling bad, it's just, that's just kind of how I am, and that's okay. So I feel like if I can just be okay with saying I like things a lot for a short amount of time and then I give up on them for a while until one day I come back. So if I just accept that's how it is and not fight it so much, I think there might be shorter times between those things, or I could learn a little bit more consistency without the guilt or whatever. That's just my own personal problems, but it tends to be annoying because I'm like, oh, I really like doing these videos. I love watching other people's videos. And then I'm like, I'm subscribed to 300 people and I never watch any of their videos. And then I feel bad, and then it's a lot of pressure, and I guess I'm neurotic too. But anyway, so yeah, I haven't really watched anyone's videos, at least booktube videos, since, I don't know, August probably. Nothing against any of you, it's just me. I just, if I feel pressure or if I feel like everybody wants me to do something, I hightail it in the other direction. Just in the past, maybe a couple of weeks ago, I deleted like the Facebook app and the Instagram app from my phone because they're just time sucks, and then they make me feel bad, and so after I decided that I wasn't going to make videos and I wasn't going to feel bad about it, I eventually started reading again. Now, this is where I guess the channel could take a weird turn, or maybe someone will like it. I don't know. I guess I don't really, I don't watch videos of people who are reading the kind of books that I've been reading lately. I'm sure there are people who make them. Maybe I just don't know who they are. And on the other side of it, I don't know if people who read the kind of books I've been reading lately watch YouTube videos, because I feel like it's for old women. That's probably what it is. That's so stereotypical, but whatever. Basically, I've been reading historical fiction, Christian romance books. Seriously, never in a million years would I have told you those are the books I would be reading. One, I'm not a huge romance person. I've never been into chick flicks until recently, because apparently I'm going through a midlife crisis and all of my tastes have changed because I subscribe to the freaking Hallmark movie app or whatever it is. So I've been watching the cheesiest romance movies and chick flicks. What is my life? Seriously, people, what is my life? This is a huge crisis. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. I feel like maybe because the world is such a dark and yuck place, And it's hard to find the good sometimes when you're just bombarded with the worst of humanity constantly. Get it. So I'm guessing I'm just finding solace in books that always have a happy ending, are fairly cheesy, super easy to get through, but still kind of delightful. Now, the historical fiction part of it is 100% my wheelhouse and always will be. And specifically, these are like World War II stories. I've only been reading one particular author named Sarah Sundin. I'll put a picture up here because most of the books I've read are on my Kindle or I've gotten from the library. But I don't know, they just are usually between, most of the books she's written, at least the ones that I've read, are with servicemen and either nurses or women who have some sort of dealings with servicemen during World War II. Now, clearly any woman could probably know anybody in the service during World War II. That's kind of vague, but usually they have some sort of job or something that puts them into direct connection with people in the service. And I've just really been liking them. I don't know, it's so cheesy. And particularly like the Christian fiction aspect of it is something I would have never read, mostly because my mom reads Christian historical fiction like it is going out of style. She particularly likes the Amish ones. And so I've just always been like, I'm never reading that. I'm just never reading that. No way. That is what moms read. That is what 60-year-old women read. And here I am. Here I am, folks. I don't know. So that's probably what this channel could turn into, or at least, like I said before I started talking about the books, I get into something and I get into it real hardcore and then I fade away. So who knows? I could be nearing the end of my historical fiction romance love affair because I've read, I think I'm on my 8th book by Sarah Sundin. And I mean, theirs aren't super short books. Like some of them, you know, are like 200 pages. No, these are like over 400 page books that I've been reading. And I think I've read most of them in October. So yeah, I've been reading a lot of those. But I'm okay with it. I'm okay with reading some Christian historical fiction romance, whatever that genre is. For now, anyway. I really do want to get back into reading classics. That's something that's kind of been sparking at me lately. In particular, Wuthering Heights. I don't know, is that a book people read in the winter or around Christmas? The only thought I have for Wuthering Heights is in The Proposal, you know, the movie with Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock. She, as the book editor, talks about how she would always read Wuthering Heights at Christmas, and that was like her favorite book. So maybe that's my connection to it. And, you know, as far as I know, it's a pretty dreary, sad, not a happy ending kind of book, but I don't know. So I might read that. I know Molly and Katie from No Thanks We're Booked podcast, who also have channels on YouTube, but they haven't uploaded pretty much since they've started their podcast, so I don't know if they're even doing YouTube videos anymore. Anyway, they were talking about classics, and I think they're reading Persuasion for this month of November, so maybe I'll read that. I'm not a huge Austen fan. I've only read Pride and Prejudice, and I did not like it. Funny, since I'm in a ridiculous romance phase of life, but that's just, maybe I need to read it again. Maybe I will fall in love with Mr. Darcy, as, you know, 50% of the female population seems to love him, where I find him a bit of a jerk, but I don't know. I also want to read Little Women. Again, that somehow comes to me as like a Christmas movie or a Christmas book. It's not, I mean, it is a movie, but it's a book first. I don't know if I want to read that. I want to kind of get back into reading some Anne of Green Gables since I read the first one earlier this year, and I want to read some of the other books in the series. I don't know, folks. I feel like I'm just willing myself to fall into the past. Question for you. 1, are you actually watching this video? Because I cannot imagine anybody is even caring about this at this point, except for the fact that I haven't uploaded a video, and I know people are nosy because I am, and they wonder, what happened to this person? Where'd they go? Blah, blah, blah. Second, do you read historical Christian fiction books? I cannot imagine that the majority of people who even have watched any of my videos read that genre. Maybe a couple of you I'm thinking of maybe would, or even kind of be interested in it. I don't know. And 3, what's good now? What books are out? What are people reading? I don't even know. I feel like I just want to be off any hype train, so probably this video is not going to be new releases. It's probably not going to be the most talked about books. I don't know, folks. I don't know. Maybe I'm having a crisis, but I've just felt like I want to make this video. I'm putting it out there. Whatever. I'll probably lose like 75 subscribers today, which is fine. But, you know, is this interesting? Either way, I've missed you guys. I still do get, like, I have a few of the, what do you call them, like notification bell things. So I do see when people that I have watched pretty consistently, I do see their videos when they get uploaded, and I'm always tempted to click on them, but then it kind of gives me like anxiety where I'm like, oh, I can't watch this because then I feel like I need to comment, and then they're gonna ask me where I've been, yada yada yada. But I have missed you guys, and I'm glad that the people that I've been watching more of their videos, or had been watching their videos, have been doing so great, killing it on BookTube, and I don't know, I'm just proud of this community. I miss the community. I miss talking about books. I love reading, even if I need to take a few months off, and that's normal. We'll see. I'm having a choking fit. As you can see, my eyes are watering. It's probably this candle, because what am I doing? What is my life, you guys? You're watching like a full-blown meltdown at this moment. But anyway, I'm gonna go so that I'm not gonna choke anymore. I will hopefully have another video where I've actually talked about a book that I've read, and maybe if you're interested in the Christian historical fiction, I can review a couple of them, or at least give an overview of that one particular author that have been reading. I have a couple that I want to read that I know are popular. Francine Rivers is huge. She has books that are like, I'm pretty sure, like New York Times bestseller books. So whether or not you're into Christian fiction, that may be an author you would like, just because she is insanely popular. And yeah, so who knows? I don't expect this channel to get particularly religious as far as talking about, you know, my thoughts on all of these, but I don't know. I've talked about it before. I am a Christian, so it's not uncanny that I would be reading books that have a Christian theme or background or whatever. But anyway, maybe it's something different. Who knows? You might think I've just gone bonkers, which may be true as well. But I've missed you guys, and I'm hoping to be back semi-regularly. So we'll see. Anyway, have a good one, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.